Welcome back, everybody, to episode 5 of Can We Save Tottenham Hotspur? I am Adam Rourke, and today we have a pretty exciting set of matches to go through. We're going to be showcasing 4 different matches. The first one is going to be the first leg of our Champions League round of 16 matchup, which is going to be against PSG. A pretty unfortunate draw for us, but that's okay. We've been on a roll this season. I anticipate that we'll at least give it a run for our money. Second match is going to be what could be ultimately a title decider against Liverpool. They've been playing well. We've been playing well. Could go either way. We're doing pretty well on injuries overall. I think Mohamed Kudus is still injured, but no worries there. Second leg of the UCL against Paris Saint-Germain again, obviously. And finally, we're going to be seeing if we can cross off our first goal of our save, and that is to bring home major silverware against Everton at Wembley for the Carabao Cup Final. Super excited to get jumping in on this one. Just a couple of things before we get too far and jump into this next match. We have had a couple of matches since our last one we showcased, which was Arsenal in the Premier League. We went on to beat Fulham 2-1. We played Crystal Palace and won 2-0 in the Premier League. We did play Crystal Palace as well in the FA Cup 5th round, which we won pretty convincingly 4-0. And then today we're going to be showing our first leg, the Liverpool, Paris Saint-Germain second leg, and then Everton. And then that should give us a pretty nice run in for the remainder of the season. So let's get rolling. All in all, a pretty unfortunate matchup in our round of 16 UCL fixture. Paris Saint-Germain obviously won last season's Champions League final against Inter Milan pretty convincingly. I think it ended up being 5-0 or 5-1. It was one of the biggest wins ever. Pretty unfortunate that we're facing them, but I do like our chances just because of how well we have been able to rebuild the squad in such a short amount of time, and obviously how well we're playing within the competition as a whole. So let's just keep it rolling here. Also, fun fact, we have Xavi Simons, a former Paris Saint-Germain player, facing off against his old side. So we are in the 12th minute here. We're trying out a new camera today. A lot of people have been raving about this one. It's the tactical setup. And we've also slowed down the game speed just to get a better visualization of how our tactic breaks within the attacking phase of the game. So it looks like we have an attack here. Morgan Rogers picks it up on the byline, feeds it over to Xavi Simons. Great shot. Ultimately doesn't result in anything, but a good start, and it looks like the highlight might even continue going here. We pick it back up. To Kone, up to Spence. Looks like it's going to go out, and that's probably going to end the highlight for us there. It's not. It's not going to end the highlight. It's going to keep going on. I don't always like these ones frustrate me a lot just because it always makes me extremely nervous to see them get the ball and continue these highlights on, especially after we already had a shot. Feels like they're playing with their food right now. If you remember earlier in the season, we did beat Paris Saint-Germain in the Super Cup. That one goes wide there. And we're on to our next break. Next highlight shows us picking it up. And they have it back in possession. Been a pretty close match, all in all, so far. Plays it up to Ousmane Dembele. Over to Barcola, and they do collect the first goal there to make it 1-0 on aggregate in this round of 16 fixture. Not a great start. Hopefully we can pull it out. They are kind of dominating us now after that, obviously after that last shot from it being so close. But we do find ourselves in the next highlight already, going into the 29th minute of play. Reino Kolo Muani, also a PSG former player. I don't like this. Yikes. This one could get away from us pretty quickly. Not looking great so far. Hate to go out of this competition this early on, but this again is a pretty tough fixture for us. Of all the people that we could have faced off against, it had to be PSG. Hopefully they weren't able to snag another one before halftime. Brendan Johnson up to Xavi Simons, and there's a goal to pull us back into this tie. That's so huge. 2-1 going into the half feels a lot more achievable to overcome than 2-0 going into the half, especially they've really been dominating us. I mean, that goal is very favorable. So all in all, they've been dominating us. 0.90 XG to 0.61, but really the tail shows here that the possession stats is where they are dominating us, and especially the shots and the shots on target. So we're going to be making some hopefully halftime changes and adjusting what we're doing here. Next highlight in the 52nd minute here. Feels like the game is a little bit laggy. Kimi up to Mendes. Man. We're just getting bullied. That's all there is to it. I don't feel very confident about this one, but maybe it's a blessing in disguise and allowing us to go and focus more on the league with the final fixtures coming through. I knew that 4-0 win against Palace was too good to be true going into today. Next highlight, 58th minute. They have possession again. Surprise, surprise. Ousmane Dembele. It's a shot on target. You know, I'm not a huge fan of this tactical view anymore, so I'm going to switch back to broadcast. Next highlight in the 73rd minute. They are still leading 3-1. Ousmane Dembele has really been playing us off the park, although Ben Davies, veteran, stepping up here. Up to Xavi Simons. Morgan Rogers, and that makes it 3-2. That's pretty big considering we still have yet another leg to play. I'm almost wondering if it's time to make some changes here. So let's see. I'm going to bring Bentancur on for Paulinho, Sarr on for Kone. I'm going to move Siemens over to the left. I'm going to move Madison into the attacking mid role. And I'm going to bring Danzo on for Van de Ven. It's going to be 4 minutes of added time, and it looks like we are going to get at least one more highlight here. Hopefully it's us scoring and not giving up another goal on aggregate going into that home fixture. We did so well in the league phase of the Champions League, so hopefully our run doesn't end here, but it is Simons. Plays it on and gets a goal. 3-3 on aggregate. Game on. Going into the second leg at home. We are officially tied 0-0. Remember, the away goal rule does not count in the Champions League anymore for those that have not watched the sport for a while. They took it away, which I have a love-hate relationship with, because Tottenham did have that amazing run against Ajax in the semifinals a couple of years ago where away goals was the difference. That's it. That is the first leg of the Champions League round of 16 against PSG. 3-3 is the final score. Xavi Simons, unbelievable match for him. 2 goals. Overall, we were able to pull together going into the second half. Possession still looks terrible. Don't know what's going on there. Probably going to have to make some adjustments, but ultimately a really good outcome for us. And as we move into our next set of fixtures against Liverpool, PSG, and then Everton, we're going to need all the firepower going into it. So what does the league look like? 29 matches into the season, we're facing off against Liverpool, who are second in the league. Looking at the table, Liverpool 6 points back. So a loss doesn't totally kill us here if we were to lose. We did beat them in the earlier fixture this season. We are 6 point clear of them. We are doing extremely well. on our attacking and both defensively. Our goal difference is pretty substantially different to theirs, with 13 goals to the good for us. We're on 70 points. We've only lost 3 times, one of them against Arsenal, one against Brighton, and I think the other one was against City at the end of the transfer window. We have significantly upgraded our team here. So, reasonably so, we should be able to take them head on and win this. I think, just a prediction, if we are to win this match, I really do think that we are in total control of the league, and that could be super significant going in if we are able to take the second fixture against PSG, as well as able to get the final over Everton. So let's see what happens here. 29th minute, we do get our first highlight here. Not a ton of shots for either side. We do have Davies on a yellow though, and we collect it. Gario passes it up to Kulusevski, up to Solanke. We did rotate this team, by the way. With PSG coming, we did rotate a little bit here. Need fresh legs. Porro is also going to be back in before too long. Why do we have Ben Davies on set pieces? I don't know, but he's penalty Ben Davies. Okay, well I'll never question again why our set piece coach is doing what he's doing, but we do have an opportunity to take the lead here in the 31st minute. Solanke will be taking the penalty here. I can't believe I criticized Ben Davies. He's been fantastic all year as a role player off the bench. Solanke takes it. He does collect the first goal of this match, which means we have a 1-0 lead over Liverpool. One hand on the title, potentially. Second highlight comes just before halftime. Let's see here. Are we actually going to get a highlight, or is it going to be one of those things where it just like ends the highlight at the half mark? Yeah, it looks like it's just going to end it. Halftime, 1-0 at Anfield. Tottenham have not won at Anfield in a very, very long time, or gosh, it feels like a very long time. But 1-0. A penalty from Dominic Solanke earned by Ben Davies as well. We are going to be making some subtle adjustments at the half. Ben Davies is probably going to come off because he is on a yellow. We don't want to give any silly fouls away that's going to ultimately give him a red and put us in jeopardy of not collecting all 3 points here. Again, this is a crucial game. We win this one. I think that we have one hand on the title. I truly believe that. Possession stats, disgusting again. I don't know why, but I'm starting to hate it. It's starting to really make me sick. No shots on target for them. Very, very good for us. XG is heavily skewed in our direction. So we will see you in our next highlight here. Highlight comes in the 56th minute. It's a corner for Liverpool. Cario collects that pretty easily. But Liverpool does win it back pretty fast. It's Mo Salah, and it's a goal for Salah. I'm going to make some adjustments here. Don't like what's going on. We have been kind of bullied the second half, so we're going to bring Van de Ven on for Hudagi. And we are going to bring Bentancur on for Sarr. And then I'm going to bring Madison on for Bergvall, just to get a little bit more creativity in that middle portion of the pitch. Another highlight. Van de Ven collects it at left back. Uh-oh. Oro collects it, thank God. I was worried. Up to Rogers. To Van de Ven. Beats his man. He could run. But it's going to be a goal kick. 4 minutes left of added time here. And is there a chance for us to potentially get another highlight? No, there's not. So it ends 1-1. In my mind, full time, we looked like the better team most of the match. 1-1. Obviously, it's not 3 points, but it does mean that they don't gain any ground on us. And with only, what is it? I guess it'd be 6 more matches to play. Like, this is an advantageous spot to be. We have some pretty winnable games coming up, and Liverpool probably had the harder set of fixtures out of the both of us. I'll take 1-1 here. Would have loved 3 points, but We're getting closer to that title. Second leg of the Champions League round of 16 against PSG. Reminder, it's 3-3 on aggregate here. We are at home, chance to go and seal our place in the quarterfinals. We do have a pretty substantial injury with Mickey Van de Ven, who's missing this game. He won't miss the next one against Everton, but he is going to be missing this one. So we have rotated in Big Kev for him in the center back position. Otherwise, a largely unchanged side. The only difference is that we do have Porro back for this Champions League's fixture as well. He was suspended for our first leg. He does take the place back from Spence. Let's get it rolling. First highlight in the 17th minute is a free kick from Paris Saint-Germain. Colomani picks it up, pushes it up the field. Amazing run. Oh, and Seaman slots it in. That's 1-0 at home on aggregate. That's huge. Well, that puts us up 4-3 on aggregate here. That's a big goal. Great run from Mwani there to pass it up to Seamans, who scores against his former side. Next highlight comes in the 30th minute. It is another set piece that looks oddly familiar to that first highlight that we saw. But a totally different result here. Marquinhos slots it past. It is back to even on aggregate. This one feels like it's going to be an old-fashioned shootout for us. Next highlight is in the 40th minute. It is a goal kick for us. Doggy collects it, passes it up to Rogers, who passes it up to Colomani, who passes it up to Seamans. Great shot, great save by Chevalier. And that's where the highlight ends. So halftime, stats are largely even. XG is looking pretty even. Shots look pretty even for the most part. We are doing a little bit better there. The possession is slightly favored towards them. It's not as drastic as it was the last match, but it's 1-1 on aggregate. This is huge. I think that we need to say something pretty inspiring to the players at halftime here. It's time for everybody to dig in. Give everything you've got left tonight. We deserve this win the match, so let's go out and do it. Everybody is appearing interested. I'd rather them appear inspired. We need a win here. Let's keep it going. 65 minutes in, and I do think it is, in fact, time to make some changes. We are just not getting the shots on target. I am going to bring Bentancur for Paulinho. I'm also going to be bringing in Kudus here for Johnson just to get a little bit more creativity. Another set piece. All the goals have come from starting set pieces from Paris Saint-Germain tonight. Xavi Simons, though, picks it up the field. Our counterattacking has been phenomenal. It is shot wide, and it ends up being a nothing burger from us, but it does continue the highlight here going into the 71st minute of this match. We do collect it, Udogie. Back to Danzo. Pushes it up to Rogers. Kicks out wide for a throw-in. Highlight continues again. Over to Kone. To Udogie. Feeds it in. Back to Udogie. Pushes it down the byline. Over to Rogers. That's a goal. That puts us up. Oh my goodness. Might actually get out of this one alive here. That's 5-4 on aggregate. Unbelievable stuff right now. We're going to make another change. Going to bring in a little bit more of a defensively sound player in Spence. We're going to bring him in for Poro. We're going to keep everybody else for the time being. We do have 2 more subs that we can use here. We also have 1 more stoppage. We get our next highlight in the 82nd minute here. What we really don't want is to go to penalties or extra time. Maybe we won't. He looked offsides. He looked very offsides. Yeah, he looked very offsides, but good ball in. It would have been too good to be true. Let's see how offsides he actually was. Oh, extremely. Okay. Yeah. Good finish though. Udogie does pick up another yellow, which means he's going to be suspended for that first leg of the quarterfinal here, if we are to get it through. Up to Spence, up to Simons, back to Spence. Pushes it up. Great run so far. Up to Simons. Kudus. That's a goal. 6-4 on aggregate. This is huge. Okay, now it's time to bring in a replacement for Udogie, which is going to be our hero, Ben Davies. We are also going to be pushing. We're going to be bringing Madison on for Rogers here, just to keep him fresh because we do have that final coming up and he's been playing a ton lately. 6-4 on aggregate. Starting to look like a baseball score. 5 minutes left of added time. Let's see this one through here. Are we going to get another highlight? We're going to get at least 1 more. Thank God we have a goal to the good right now, or at least 2 goals to the good. Collect it. Over to Kone. This one might actually end. Ben Davies up here. Can we just finish it off strong? We do. Goal. Ben Davies. It makes it 4-1 for us in this second leg of the fixture. 7-4 on aggregate. We have put up 7 goals against PSG, the former Champions League winners. Huge result. I really didn't see us getting out of this one. The XG really tells a different story than maybe what the scoreline does. 1.51, but we just had some really clinical, good finishing. Siemens again with an unbelievable match. Kudus coming in and immediately providing a goal and assist. Rogers, fantastic. Davies coming in and scoring 2 off the bench. Excited to see who we face here. Well done. Great win for us. Fantastic stuff. And we find out who we're facing. So if Paris Saint-Germain was not already hard enough, we will be facing Manchester City in our quarterfinal. Please trust me, and when I say that this is going to be one of our toughest 2-leg fixtures that we're going to have this season. We drew the first one against them back in August. We lost in January. Really nervous about this one. But you have to face hard teams to win a Champions League. We've improved our team. We look better. We will be showcasing both legs of those fixtures. It's probably going to be in our next episode here, but we do have one more match that I would like to show, and that is going to be a final against Everton in the Carabao Cup at Wembley. Last match of today probably brings the most important one, an opportunity to collect our first goal for this save, and that is to bring home major silverware within the first 2 seasons of managing the club. We have an opportunity here walking into Wembley today to bring home the Carabao Cup Final and trophy against Everton. We are bringing a strong team. We are focused on winning. Our goal is to win. We will not be satisfied with anything but a win. We have beaten Everton already this season. Long may it continue here. We have a great team. We're a better team. We should be winning this one. Nothing to separate the two sides so far. The only difference is that they are getting 0 shots on target. We are going to make some changes at halftime. I think we have some tired legs after that long-winded PSG second leg of the Champions League round of 16. So we are going to be making some changes. Let's see here. What can we do? We'll talk to the team in a minute. So I am going to be bringing on Kudus, who's going to be going on for Johnson here. We are also going to be bringing on Poro for Spence. As much as I hate it, Madison for Siemens. And we are going to be bringing on Sar for Kone. Confirm the changes. Let's get it going. First highlight of the match comes in the 66th minute. Thankfully, it is us to start this one out. Bentancur, it's collected by Everton here. I really just have a nasty feeling. We have generated absolutely nothing to them. They do get a shot on target. It is a save from Vicario. We are going to be making one more adjustment here. I know that we only have 1 sub left, but I feel like it's risky not to. We're going to be bringing in Josh Doag for Doggy because he is on a yellow. We're going to be confirming that change, and hopefully this will bring us to the promised land here. 3 minutes of added time. One highlight this entire match. Maybe one more. Oh Lord. It looks like it's going to be going to extra time here. It is. Oh boy. I hate cup finals so much. Extra time. Surely we can't get a kickoff highlight here. Oh, we're gonna get a kickoff highlight here. We've been absolutely pissed this second half. We're gonna make a change again. We've been so fucking bad. Holy God. It is a highlight for them in the 96th minute here. They've kind of had every single highlight. I don't think that we've had a shot on target within a highlight, so Lord only knows if we're actually gonna get one or we're gonna end up going to penalties here. I feel like we need to be attacking here. We do get a set piece though on the edge of their box. They're not even going to show it. Another highlight here. They're containing this, that's for sure. Madison up to Kolomwani. Up to Kudu's great ball. Oh my goodness. Play it in. Oh my goodness. A huge chance. We are going into the second round of extra time here. We have no subs left. So that means who is playing will be the people that are taking penalties. If we get there. Because still plenty of time to lose this one. They are getting a lot more chances, at least on highlights, than we are. Potentially another opportunity here to score. it ends there. Get a set piece. Poro in. And it's them on the break. Oh my god, I thought that went in, but it was just a substitution. Thought of all goals to concede for the season, that's the one. Up to Poro. Gosh, we are just not getting anything. Oh no. That is a shame. Looks like we're going to end up potentially losing this one. Wow, and then we steal one back immediately. Holy God. I was just about to say, beat PSG 7-4 on aggregate, lose 1-0 to Everton in a cup final the Tottenham way. But we are still alive here. Are we gonna get one more? I don't know. We might go to penalties here. Looks like they're time wasting a little bit. They are. They are time wasting, and it looks like that is going to be it. Let's just go in calm, cool, and collected. Here we go. Kolomwani here. And he nails it top left. I'm just shocked Pickford's not playing right now. Normally, in my experience playing penalty shootouts, especially in cup finals, it always feels like the first one to miss is normally the one that loses. I thought Vicario had saved it. Great finish from Grealish there. Madison next. And he saves it. Oh, god damn it. God damn it. This is how it's gonna end, isn't it? I jinxed us. Jinxed us, jinxed us. No, Vicario saves it. The pucker factor is absolutely fucking astronomical right now. How did we let this game get to this point against fucking Everton, man? Kudus nails it. Not much of a celebration, is there? Wow, Vicario saves back-to-back penalties. We are in the driver's seat. We have to score this one. Have to score, put the pressure on them. Kuzliak, the kid from Russia. In a cup final, he sinks it. One more. One more or a save here, and we win our first piece of silverware. It's Dewsbury Hall. Do you have a magic moment, Vicario? Not right now. All we need to do is sink this one. Who's it gonna be for us? It's gonna be Kulusevski. And he saves it. Oh my Jesus, man, you're kidding me. You are kidding me. Suzuki, the scorer. And he nails this one. Now it's a sudden death. Whoever misses first, whoever scores first. I can't believe it. We had this in the bag. All you had to do was sink it. For our next, I don't have a good feeling about this. He nails it. Oh my lord. We win it. Vicario. Unreal performance. 3 saves in a cup final. And Tottenham win the Carabao Cup for the first time since 2008. That's back-to-back seasons with major silverware. We're on for the league. We're on for the Champions League. We're still on for the FA Cup. Quadruple is on. I'm feeling on cloud 9 right now. This is unbelievable. Goal number 1 checked off here. Come on, you Spurs. Oh God, I'll never get tired of watching us lift a cup. Will absolutely never get tired of it. Really close game. I didn't like that. I didn't enjoy the entire match up until the point when we were lifting the trophy, but an amazing display of resilience. A goal checked off here. Phenomenal. A really, really good series today. A really good session. That's a win in the Champions League against PSG, a draw against Liverpool that takes us right on the cusp of bringing home the title, and a final win in the Carabao Cup Final over Everton in penalties. 3 massive saves from Vicario. Man of the match in my mind, no doubt in my mind. And it looks like he is. He's 8.1 here. So I am like butterflies, jitters, and just like nothing but kudos to the team. And with that, that wraps up our 5th episode of The Save. I'm so excited that we finally checked off one of our goals. Big next episode coming up. We're probably going to be focused here on showing the Barnsley FA Cup quarterfinal. That will put us in the semifinal if we're able to win that one. That should be a pretty straightforward win, but you just never know in the FA Cup. Again, we are on for the quadruple right now. We will be showing both legs of the Manchester City Champions League quarterfinals. Hopefully we can carry that one on. We are on the cusp of winning the league. We are very close. And if we look at the actual league table, we are 6 points clear here. 6 matches left to play. Unbelievable stuff. Super excited. If you've made it this far, thank you again for joining me. I love doing this. I've loved the save so far. It's near and dear to my heart to watch Tottenham, but I'm excited to get us closed out here. Sorry for the dog. Like, subscribe to the video, and thank you so much. Come on, you Spurs.